Hello viewers, Murray here with Murray's Mobile Mechanics and welcome to the channel. Today's vehicle is a 2015 Nissan Altima 2.5 liters and I'll show you how to replace the passenger side CD axle. So let's get into it. So this is our vehicle, 2.5 liters engine, and safety first. You can see we've choked the wheels so that the car does not roll on us, and the car is resting on the jack stand right there and still supported by the jack. So I took off the wheel with they've got special spline lug nuts. I used the key and the 21mm socket and the impact wrench, and then we took care of the tire, and I've loosened pretty much everything so that we don't bore anybody with this video. So there's a clip right here that holds the brake line. I used this flathead screwdriver to tap it out. It's already out. And if you come this side, there's a 10mm bolt that holds the speed wheel sensor in place. I loosened this already, and it's gonna come off just like so. Just wiggle the speed wheel sensor out, and then I'll put the bolt back on so that we don't lose the bolt. And I routed off the speed wheel sensor cable from this bracket right here and right there. So we are going to put this aside just like so. I loosened these bolts already, and this one for the sway bar link, this is an 18mm nut, and it came off just like so. We're going to push the sway bar link to the back, and then it slides out so we have more room. And at the bottom, it's a 21mm nut and 21mm bolt on the other side. This one, I think, is an aftermarket adjustment bolt. You can see it's moving just like so. We take off that with a wrench supported on the other side. So we have this CV axle nut. I already loosened it. There was a spacer and a cutter pin. Took off the cutter pin and then loosened it off, and I used, I believe, where's my big socket? I used this big socket, which is a 32. So we're just going to take it out completely. And it comes off just like so, but I sprayed some WD-40 before I took it out. This is the cutter pin which was right there, and if you look right now, this brake line is free because this whole thing will fall off my way, so we don't want to put pressure on the brake line. We might damage it. The same with the speed wheel sensor. So right now we have the outer tie rod to take out, which is right here. I loosened, this is, I believe, 19mm nut. Took off the cutter pin and used my hammer to separate the ball joint from the knuckle right there, because we need the space for this thing to fall this way. So this bottom bolt is out, and if you look inside there, let's see if we can focus. There's two 13mm, you see, bolts that hold the bracket that supports the CD axle. So there's one here, I loosened them already. There's one here on the top. Come on. And there's one at the bottom right there. So I loosen them. And this bracket will just come out once the bolts are taken out. So you can see bolts in the bracket just fall off just like so. That's the bracket right there. I believe we have a bolt stuck up there. That's the bolt right there. And right now this thing is almost out. Let me just set myself up to hold this side with a wrench and then use the impact with the socket right here. So let's see what we got right here. I think this is a 15. Yeah, this is a 15, and I think I used 18 on the other side. Yeah, it was an 18, so our setup will be like so. So it is spinning. So let's set it up just like so. and then as you can see, the nut came out, and like I said, this is an aftermarket adjustment alignment board. That's the top one, and then the bottom one just comes off just like so. And just like I said, this thing is almost out, and like I said, we don't need to have tension on these two lines, the brake line and the speed move sensor. You can see this is free, this one's free too. So all we have to do right now is push on the CV axle just like so. It's just hard to record and work at the same time. Let's see the best way. Let me set myself up just like so. So once you actually take everything apart, the CV axle will just come off just like so. And this is the one right here. You can see the CV axle is short right there, and that's the reason why we are replacing it. Simple and easy, and like I said, I loosened everything so that I don't bore anybody, and then we make it quicker for the video. So let me grab the new one, and then replacing the CV axle is actually the reverse of taking it out. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I got the new one, which is the one right here. I've just done the comparison. They look exactly the same, and like I said, you can see this one is completely blown right there. It's been leaking some grease, and we're using a track motive CV axle. That's the part number right there, 8388 NI-8388 track motive CV axle, courtesy of Rock Auto. I'm not sponsored. I've been using these CV axles for quite some time and have not found any issues with them. So this is the one right here. So I'll go ahead and actually put this one back in. So putting this one back in is the opposite orientation of taking it out. So we're just going to fast forward it. We're not going to say anything, and then let's go from there. Hello viewers, so you can see everything is back in. All I need is just to actually torque them and then verify everything is good, and then I'll bring you guys back. So the only thing I'm missing is a bolt for the lower bracket for the CV axle right there. So I'm going to locate it, and then I'll bring you guys back once I put everything to spec, and then we go from there. Hello viewers, so an update: the two bracket bolts are on, the top one and the bottom one. Swivel link nut is on and tight. The speed wheel sensor nut is there right there at the 10, and then we got the speed wheel sensor routing in the right way. We got the brake line bracket put on, the knuckle bolts and nuts on, the tie rod nut on, and then the last one, which is the CV axle nut, which is right here. So it's on right now. I just need to torque it. So let me set myself up like so. Put the screwdriver on top right there. I don't know if you're able to catch it to avoid the thing from moving. So we torque this to 135 pound, and it should click. So that's good. And then right now we'll just go ahead and put our spacer right there. And the good thing thing is the CD axle comes with its new cutter pin, so I'll just go ahead and put the new cutter pin on. So tap on it just like so, and then you have to separate it. Use a screwdriver just like so, because these are pretty strong. And then we can switch to our pliers right here. I'll use our cutter pin just like so, and then just tap on it again. That's good enough. So right now I'm gonna put the wheel back on temporary and then torque the wheels. Actually, I won't torque the wheels because we'll be taking this wheel off later on. We'll be doing the AC compressor right there, so it will come off from right there, and that's the reason why I took off the whole fender wall, which is right there. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put the wheel back on, and I hope I'm gonna have time to record how to take the AC compressor out. But right now we'll switch to do the motor mounts, and I hope we'll have also time to make videos. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share. And definitely that's how you replace the passenger side CV axle on the 2013 Nissan Altima. Don't forget to give the video a like, and then subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one.